chosen one. What I am about to tell you is so specific, so personal, so precisely suited to this exact moment in your life, that if you leave right now, you will come back to it for the rest of your week. God woke you up early for this. Or maybe He kept you up late, scrolling and turning, until your finger found this video. And there is a reason. God showed me something about you. He showed me a spiritual notification glowing over your life in gold that read, Level 777 unlocked. And then I heard Him say something that shook me. He did not say good job. He did not say well done. He looked at the battle you survived, at the invisible chains that had been broken off your feet, and He let out a cry of relief that vibrated through the heavens and said, Finally, someone did it. You have no idea what you just accomplished, do you? You think you just had a hard month. Number you just won a game that defeated your father, your grandfather, and his father before him. You just unlocked a legacy level. This is not a video you stumbled upon by accident. The algorithm did not bring you here. Your spirit brought you here, because there is something inside you that recognized this moment. This exact message was prepared for you before you ever opened this app. What I am about to reveal is not abstract theology. It is the source code of what has been happening in your life for the last several years, and the exact reason the change you have been waiting for is about to manifest. Before I reveal exactly what you did to trigger this, I need you to understand something. This video is not just information. It is an activation ceremony. By the time we reach the end of this message, you will have 3 things the enemy has been trying to hide from you for years. First, the specific key you took, so you never lose it. Second, the confrontation map for the next 72 hours, so you do not get robbed of your reward. And third, we will perform a closing ceremony to seal this new level permanently. Before we go any further, I want you to do something right now. Leave a comment and type the word ready. This is not just a comment. This is your covenant with heaven. When you type ready, you are telling the universe that you are prepared to receive what I have been holding for you. Do it now. Type ready and let heaven know that you are serious about your breakthrough. If you are ready to receive the rewards of level 777, subscribe to this channel right now to align yourself with this frequency. Hit the like button to seal your agreement and type 777 unlocked in the comments right now. Now, let me talk about why you are so tired. Not the kind of tired that a good night of sleep can fix. I am talking about a deep, ancient exhaustion that sits in your marrow. It is nighttime. You have finished your work. You have handled your responsibilities. You have smiled at the people you needed to smile at. You drive to your car, or maybe you just walk to your room and close the door. You turn off the engine, the silence comes. And for about 5 minutes, you just sit there. You do not get out. You do not turn on the lights. You just stare out the window at nothing. Your hands are still on the wheel, but they feel heavy as lead. Your chest feels tight, not with pain, but with pressure. Like you are holding your breath underwater. In that moment, the mask drops. The strong version of you, the one that holds everyone else together. The one that says, I am fine. The one that takes care of others. That version fades. And what is left is just you, empty, exhausted, and secretly wondering how much longer you can keep doing this. There is a thought that crosses your mind in that silence. A thought you would never say at church or to your family. You think, God, I am doing everything right. I am praying. I am fasting. I am trying to be a good person. I am pressing all the right buttons on this controller. So why is the character on the screen not moving forward? Why does it feel like I am running on a treadmill, sweating, burning out? But the scenery never changes. You feel like you are playing a glitched game, putting in a level 50 effort, but getting level 1 results. And the enemy has been screaming at you in that dark room, telling you that maybe you are the problem, that maybe you are not chosen, that maybe God is silent because he is disappointed. I need you to take a breath right now. Inhale. You are not crazy. You are not broken. And the game is not glitched. The reason you feel this resistance is not because you are failing. It is because you have reached the death screen of the old level. In video games, when you reach the absolute end of a level, right before the transition, everything gets harder. Enemies move faster. The music intensifies. And sometimes the screen freezes for a second before the new map loads. That freeze, that silence, that feeling of being stuck, that is what you are feeling right now. It is not stagnation. It is the loading screen of level 777. And right now, before we go any further, I want to pause here with you. We are believing God for the final $5,000 to complete this mission. And I want to invite you to be part of how he answers that prayer. Visit the link in the description below, or scan the code on your screen. Sow a seed. Not because you have to, but because your yes given before you see the outcome is one of the most powerful acts of faith you can make. What you release in faith is never lost. It is planted. And in due season, what you sowed into this mission will rise as a harvest in your own life. Because heaven never forgets a gift given from the heart. Check the description and the comments for that link, whenever you feel moved. Now let us continue. Most people see the number 777 and think of slot machines. They think of luck. That is the shallow definition. We need to go deeper. In the Bible, the number 7 is the number of perfection and completion. Genesis chapter 2 verse 2 says, "And on the seventh day God finished his work that he had done, and he rested." The Hebrew word used for finished is kala. Kala does not simply mean stopping work, because you are tired. It means to complete, to end, to fully prepare, to consume, to fulfill. When God rested on the seventh day, he did not rest because he was exhausted. God does not get tired. He rested because there was nothing left to add. The work was perfect. That is level 777. It is not about working harder. You have already done that. Level 777 is the transition from striving to finishing. The season where you had to force results is over. The season where you had to push doors open is over. You are moving from the frequency of struggle to the frequency of flow. But here is the catch. You cannot enter level 777 while still playing by the rules of level 1. You are tired because your spirit has already been upgraded, but your mind is still running the old software. You are trying to fight a battle that has already been won. And this brings us to the most dangerous misunderstanding you have right now. You think this heaviness, this pressure, this silence from heaven is a test of patience that you just need to hold on. That God is testing your endurance. Chosen one, hear me clearly. That is a lie. You have already proven your patience. You have waited longer than anyone else would have waited. You have let go of people who did not deserve you. You passed the patience test 3 years ago. This current pressure is not a test of patience. God is not testing your ability to wait. He is testing your ability to break a cycle. He is not looking for a statue that stays still in the storm. He is looking for a hammer that breaks the cell. Because what you are facing is not just a personal struggle. You are fighting against something ancient. Something that has followed your last name for generations. In a video game, when you play on a server overloaded with old data, everything moves slower. You press a button, and the action happens 3 seconds later. That is the lag. Your life feels heavy not because you are slow, but because the spiritual server of your bloodline is clogged with generations of unfinished business. Think about your family line for a moment. Do not judge them. Just observe the patterns. Maybe it is a pattern of divorce. Maybe a pattern of starting businesses and watching them collapse by year 3. Maybe a pattern of being talented but never recognized. Your ancestors played this game called life before you and reached a certain level. Let us call it level 776. Level 776 is the level of survival. They were warriors. They survived poverty, trauma, but they never unlocked level 777. The level of dominion. They saved the game at a checkpoint of conformity, and then you were born. Because you are the chosen one. God did not start you at level 1. He inserted you back at that save point where your bloodline stopped. That is why your life has felt so hard. You entered the game carrying an inventory full of items you never collected. Your father's fear of failure. Your mother's inability to receive love. Your grandfather's poverty mindset. You did not choose these items, but they are in your pocket and they weigh you down. Before we go any further, if something in this message is already moving inside you, I want you to act on that. We are $5,000 away from completing this mission, and we are trusting God to raise it through people whose hearts are already stirred. The link is in the description below and pinned in the comments. When you pour into something that pours into you, you open a channel between yourself and heaven. Every gift, no matter the size, is a declaration that you are ready to receive. Check that link whenever you feel led. Heaven takes notice of every act of obedience. Now let us keep going. And I want you to understand something about your ancestors before you judge them. They did not fail because they were bad people. They failed because no one showed them the way. No one told them that the root of the problem was not the economy, not bad luck, not the system. It was the spiritual software running in the background. It was the invisible decisions, the automatic reactions, the inherited thought patterns that no one questioned because everyone accepted them as just the way our family is. Every generation looked at the results and assumed the problem was external. But the problem was never external. The problem was internal. And you are the first person in your line who has seen that clearly enough to do something about it. That is not arrogance. That is your calling. The reason God said finally is because, for the first time in generations, someone refused to accept failure. When failure hit you, instead of saying, "That is just life," you got angry. You became spiritually violent. You said, "This ends with me. I am not passing this failure to my children. I am going to fix the code or die trying." That defiance, that refusal to keep yielding, that is what triggered the update. You are not being punished. Chosen one, you are being used as a system cleaner. The Bible speaks of this in Exodus chapter 20, about the iniquity of the fathers visiting the children. But we often miss the second part of that spiritual law. The iniquity visits until someone breaks the cycle. You are that someone. Level 777 is not just a reward for you. It is the restoration of your entire timeline. When you unlock this level, you are not just improving your future. You are healing your past, retroactively repairing the files of your ancestors. That is why the battle has been so intense. You are not behind schedule. You are doing the work of 3 generations in one lifetime. Now, how do you know for certain that legacy mode has been deactivated? There are 3 signs that function as a spiritual audit. If you have all 3, you are untouchable. The first sign is what I call the reaction glitch. Normally, when chaos arrives, your old program crashes immediately. But this time, something strange happened. The argument started. The bad news came, and you were completely still. You felt a glass wall descend between you and the drama. You saw the panic on their faces. You heard the yelling, but you felt like you were watching a silent film. Your pulse did not race. Your stomach did not turn. Maybe you even judged yourself in that moment. Maybe you thought, why am I so cold? Do I not care anymore? Chosen one, that is not coldness. That is the peace of God that surpasses all understanding, guarding your heart. As Philippians chapter 4 verse 7 says, that is the evidence that you no longer vibrate at the frequency of trauma. That is sign number 1. The second sign is the parasite exodus. People who suddenly distance themselves from you for no logical reason. Or you stopped reaching first and realized the phone does not ring unless you dial. Look at that conversation with the person who used to drain your energy. It has been silent for weeks, right? Part of you feels rejected. Alone, the enemy is screaming. See, nobody loves you, you are isolated. But this is not rejection. This is divine hygiene. Parasites cannot attach to a healthy host. Your light burns them. Your boundaries offend them. Your silence unsettles them. Do not chase them. That silence in your phone is not emptiness. It is the sound of your peace being protected. If you feel that you are a chosen one soul walking this path of legacy and glory, drop a comment right now and type the word free. When you type free, you are declaring before heaven and before the enemy that the ancestral cycle in your bloodline has been broken. Do it now. Type free. The third sign is the dream shift. For years you woke up exhausted because you were fighting spiritual wars all night. But recently, the quality of your dreams has changed. You wake up not with exhaustion, but with instructions. A specific business idea at 3 in the morning. A warning about a specific person. This is happening because the channel is finally clear. The ancestral lag is gone. You are receiving direct strategy from the throne room, because God finally trusts you with the blueprints for the new level. Now I want to take you to Isaiah chapter 58 verse 12. It says, "And your ancient ruins shall be rebuilt. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations. You shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in." The Hebrew word for repairer is gada. It literally means someone who builds a stone wall. And Perez means a gap, a broken place, a hole in the wall where the enemy enters. Your family line had a breach at some point in time. A stone of protection fell. A stone of integrity fell. And because of that gap, the enemy had legal access to steal from your family for generations. Your ancestors saw the hole but ignored it. But you, chosen one, are the repairer. You looked at that hole and said, "Not in my generation." And with your own blood and tears as a hammer, you put that stone back in place. The breach has been closed. The integrity of the system has been restored. But this brings us to the most dangerous question of all. What exactly did you do to close that breach? Why did it happen this week and not last year? You have been praying, fasting, being a good person for years. What was different? God showed me the exact moment when the notification appeared. And it was not during a great spiritual activity. It was not when you were shouting hallelujah. It was a moment so small, so quiet, that you probably did not even register it as a spiritual act. The key was not the marathon. It was the moment you stopped. We have been conditioned to believe that great breakthroughs require great, loud, dramatic performances. We think that if we want to move a mountain, we have to yell at it for 7 days. But in the kingdom of God, the heaviest doors turn on the smallest hinges. The event that triggered your level 777 notification happened when you were feeling very human. In a high-pressure moment, when your body was screaming to do one thing, and your spirit was screaming to do the opposite. The key was an act of micro-obedience. The 1-second decision to go against your genetic programming during an emotional moment. Someone offended you in the last 10 days. Maybe a coworker who stole credit for your idea. Maybe a family member who brought up a painful past mistake just to hurt you. In that split second, your blood ignited. You had the perfect comeback ready. You had the evidence. Your ancestral code fired. Your father would have yelled. Your grandfather would have held a grudge for months. But you went to the bathroom, took a breath, and chose silence. Or maybe the test was financial. Down to your last $50, you saw someone in need, felt a nudge to give, and against every survival instinct you gave, that invisible act, that swallowed pride, that small seed. That was the key. Why is this small thing more powerful than your 40-day fast? Because fasting is a discipline you can plan. But micro-obedience is a reaction you cannot fake. It proves your nature has changed. If you recognize that moment in your own life, drop a comment right now and type the key. Type the key and declare that you have found the code your family line needed. Do it now. I want you to see the throne room perspective on that moment. The enemy was pointing at you during that crisis, saying, "Watch him. He says he is going to change. Just wait until I press him. He is going to sound like his father. The apple does not fall far from the tree." Then the offense hit you. The enemy rose ready to celebrate your failure, ready to knock you back to level 776. But then you hit delete. You chose silence. You chose grace. And in that moment, the enemy was terrified. It had no file for that reaction. It pressed the button to activate your anguish, and the button did not work. And God rose from his throne, looked at you, and his voice rang through the cosmos. Finally, someone in this bloodline did not take the bait. Finally, someone broke the reaction cycle. That is why the level unlocked. It was not your question. It was your restraint. It was not your shout. It was your silence. It was not your harvest. It was your seed. You passed the test of 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 22. To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed than the fat of rams. We love sacrifice because sacrifice looks impressive to people. Look how much I give. Look how much I fasted. But sacrifice can be made with a rebellious heart. You can sacrifice while still being proud. Micro-obedience, however, requires humility. It requires dying to self. When you chose not to explode, you killed your ego. And the moment your ego died, the Spirit of the Lord could burst through your situation. If you can control your tongue when you are angry, you can govern a kingdom. If you can trust God with your last dollar, you can be trusted with millions. Let me tell you about someone I worked with recently. For privacy, I will call him David. 9 months ago, David was in exactly the place you are now. His supervisor took a project David had worked on for 6 months, put his name on the cover, and presented it to the CEO while David was sick. When David found out, he was sitting at his desk reading the company email, congratulating the supervisor for David's work. He wrote a devastating reply with timestamps ready to send. But then he felt a check in his spirit, a deep silence, the Holy Spirit whispering, "Be still." David deleted the email. He congratulated the supervisor. He chose peace in a battlefield. It felt like dying. Exactly 40 days later, the CEO called David into his office. The CEO sat him down and said, "David, we are opening a new division. It is a level of leadership we have never had before. We were going to give it to your supervisor. But when he took the credit for your project, you kept working. You kept serving. That showed us something talent cannot teach. It showed us character. Your supervisor was let go." David walked out of that office trembling. He realized that if he had sent that email, if he had fought for his credit, he would have won the battle but lost the war. Because he used the key of micro-obedience, God fought the battle for him. And when God fights, the victory is exponential. When you refrain from defending yourself, you authorize heaven to defend you. But David did not just win a promotion. David won something money can never buy. He won the trust of the right people. He won a reputation for character. And when you have a reputation for character, doors that talent cannot open swing open on their own. The lesson from David is not passive. It is not, stay quiet and wait for God to fix it. The lesson is this: heaven fights the battles you refuse to fight with your own hands. There is an enormous difference between cowardice and micro-obedience. Cowardice says, "I am afraid to fight." Micro-obedience says, "I trust God to fight better than I can." David was not a coward. David was strategic. He understood that when you withhold vengeance, you are not losing. You are investing. You are depositing into a spiritual bank account that pays exponential interest. This is not just David's story. This is the physics of the kingdom. John chapter 12 verse 24 says, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it bears much fruit." When you die to your instinct for revenge, when you bury your ego in that moment of pressure, that seed produces a harvest that dwarfs any battle you would have won. So how do you do it? How do you overcome your biological instinct to fight back when pressure hits? Here is the framework, the 3-second pause protocol. Step 1, the heat check. Before you yell, before you type, before you panic, your body gives you a signal, usually heat in the chest or tension in the shoulders. The moment you feel that heat, that is your notification from the Holy Spirit. You are about to react from your ancestral loss. Step 2, the pause. When you feel the heat, insert a 3-second pause before doing anything. Imagine a large red button in the air between you and that person. Press it. 1, 2, 3. In those 3 seconds, you are not just waiting. You are changing servers, disconnecting from the bloodline server and reconnecting to the spirit server. Step 3, the opposite move. In level 777, the winning move is always the opposite of your instinct. If your instinct is to yell, the opposite move is silence. If your instinct is to grip money in fear, the opposite move is to plant a seed. If your instinct is to isolate, the opposite move is to reach out. You do not have to feel like doing it. You just have to do it. That is why it is called obedience, not agreement. Look at your life right now. Where do you need to apply this protocol tomorrow? Maybe there is a specific email you have been dreading. Maybe there is a coworker who knows exactly how to push your buttons. Maybe there is a family conversation that always ends in the same argument it has had for 10 years. Tomorrow, when that button gets pushed, do not react automatically. Press the internal pause button, count to 3, and respond with the grace of a king. Not the defensiveness of someone still operating from level 776. And here is something nobody tells you about the pause protocol. The first 3 days will be the hardest. Your body will resist. Your mind will argue. Your flesh will scream that you are a coward, that you are weak, that you are letting people walk over you. That is normal. That is exactly the feeling of chains breaking. Every time you use the 3-second pause, you are depositing equity into your spiritual bank account. After the 3rd day, you will notice something strange. The heat becomes easier to recognize. The pause becomes more natural. The opposite move becomes more instinctive, because you are rewriting the code. You are installing a new operating system into your nervous system, and that new software cannot be faked or bought. It is built act by act, second by second, decision by decision. Subscribe to this channel right now if you have not already. Hit the like button. Every time you use the 3-second pause, you deposit equity into your spiritual bank account. And this channel is your constant reminder that you are a safe vessel for the great blessing God has prepared. You have the key. You have the protocol. You have the evidence. You are ready to walk in level 777. But I need to warn you about something. Right now there is a strange feeling in your chest. It is not joy. It is anxiety. A voice is screaming in the back of your mind. This is too good to be true. What if I get this blessing and ruin it? What if I get the promotion and am not smart enough? You feel an urgent need for self-sabotage. To flee from the door God just opened. Do not ignore that feeling. Do not rebuke it and pretend it is not there. We need to talk about it, because what you are feeling is the dark side of level 777. You have asked for this breakthrough for years. You have cried over it. But now that the door is opening, why do you want to hide? There is a voice saying, "Who do you think you are? You are not ready. Everyone is going to find out you are a fraud." This is what psychologists call imposter syndrome. In the spiritual kingdom, we call it success panic. And this panic is not a sin. It is a symptom of the upgrade. Your nervous system is accustomed to the frequency of struggle. You know how to survive a crisis. You are an expert at handling bad news, but you have no file for peace. You have no muscle memory for favor. So when the blessing comes running, your body misinterprets it as a threat. The Hebrew word for glory is kabod. Do you know what kabod literally means? It does not mean bright or shining, it means heavy. To carry the glory of God is to carry a heavy responsibility. A child grabs a knife without hesitation because he does not respect what it can do. But a master swordsman picks up the sword with trembling hands because he knows exactly what it is capable of. Your fear is your reverence. You are not an imposter. You are simply a beginner at this new level. And every master was once a beginner who refused to quit. Now that we have resolved your internal state, let us look outward. Because the enemy is watching you adjust, and it knows it cannot stop you with force. You are too strong for that. So it is shifting strategy from intimidation to infiltration. It does not want to destroy you. It wants to corrupt you. It is not going to send a storm to destroy your house. It is going to send termites to eat the foundation while you sleep. Level 777 is not a destination. It is a territory, and every territory has its own dangers. When ancient conquerors entered new land, they did not leave their weapons on the ship. They knew defense is more critical in new territory than in familiar ground. I need to prepare you for what is coming, not to scare you, to arm you. Because the enemy has studied your family line for generations. It knows where your grandfather failed. It knows where your mother yielded. It knows the exact entry points that have worked in your bloodline. And now that you have closed those old entries with your micro-obedience, it is looking for new doors. We call these the level 777 glitches. These are specific traps designed for high-level chosen ones. They are soft, silent, and deadly. The first glitch is what I call the golden lure. In the next 3 days, An opportunity is going to present itself involving money, a new client, an investment tip, or a job offer promising fast money. It will look like the answer to your prayers, but this opportunity will require you to compromise something. Maybe your prayer time, maybe your integrity, maybe it will ask you to partner with people who drain your spirit. When the offer arrives, ask yourself one question: is this funding my purpose or buying my silence? If you feel a pull in your spirit, walk away. God's blessing does not come with a hidden price tag. The second glitch is the zombie return. You are hearing from people who had disappeared. An ex texts you saying they were thinking about you. A toxic old friend comments on your photo. Why now? Why this week? Because your light just got brighter. They are not coming back to love you. They are coming back to feed off your new energy. Do not respond. Do not explain. Your silence is the soil that protects your new garden. The third glitch is the envy parade. You are going to open social media, and the first thing you see will be someone else receiving exactly what you prayed for. The ring, the house, the promotion, and for a second you will feel a sting of jealousy. That thought is a virus. If you let it sit for more than 5 seconds, it will corrupt your own harvest. The antidote: declare out loud immediately: God, I thank you for their blessing. If you did it for them, you will do it for me. Bless others aggressively. Confuse the enemy and cleanse your heart. Drop a comment right now and type "blessed and protected." Those words are your declaration that you know the traps and refuse to be fooled. Do it now. Type "blessed and protected." The fourth glitch is the intellectual assault. This one does not come from outside. It comes from your own mind. You will wake up in the middle of the night with a logical argument against your destiny. Your brain will say, "This is not spiritual. This is coincidence." Be realistic. This is the oldest trick in the book. Did God really say that? Do not argue with logic. Logic cannot understand the spirit. Fight with memory. Your history with God is your weapon against your doubt. The fifth glitch is the loneliness void. As you step into level 777, the noise falls away. You will feel a wave of solitude. You will feel like nobody speaks your language anymore. The trap is the temptation to lower your standards just to feel connected. Do not do it. That loneliness is not a punishment. It is the VIP lounge. God has cleared the room so he can speak to you privately. The sixth glitch is the victory vacuum. You get the sign, feel the relief, and you take off the armor. You stop praying with intensity. You think the war is over. Chosen one, the war never ends. It only changes location. The moment you relax is the moment the enemy strikes. Celebrate. Yes, but keep your sword in your hand. You are still in the delivery room. Do not stop pushing until the baby cries. Now there is a seventh glitch, and this one is different. The first 6 are attacks from outside or from your mind. But glitch number 7 is an assassin that lives inside your own heart. It is the trap that took King Solomon, the trap that took Samson, the trap that took generals of the faith who could raise the dead. If you do not see this glitch, it does not matter how much money or power you obtain. It will destroy your legacy from the inside within 6 months. Glitch number 7 is the Hezekiah error, the pride of disclosure. This trap feels like a testimony. Finally, you unlock level 777. The blessing flows. The money hits the account, and your immediate instinct is to go back to the people who doubted you and show them what happened. You tell yourself, I just want to show them what God did. But deep in the basement of your heart there is a small voice saying, I want to prove them wrong. That is pride. And pride is a breach in the wall. When you show your unfinished business to people who do not have the Holy Spirit, you are essentially inviting Babylon into your treasure room. Isaiah chapter 39 tells us that King Hezekiah had been healed by a miracle. He was rich and blessed. Visitors came from Babylon, enemies dressed as friends. Hezekiah was so proud of his level that the Bible says he showed them everything: his silver, his gold, his spices, his armor. There was nothing in his house he did not show them. He thought he was impressing them, but he was actually auditing his own wealth for the thief. When they left, the prophet Isaiah came and said, "What did these men see?" Hezekiah smiled and said, "They saw everything, and Isaiah let the rod fall," he said. "Because you showed them everything, the days are coming when everything you have stored will be carried to Babylon. Nothing will remain." Hezekiah lost his legacy, not because he sinned, not because he stopped praying, but because he talked too much. The enemy cannot steal what it cannot see. The trap of glitch number 7 is the desire to be validated by people more than you are validated by God. Drop a comment right now and type level active. Those 2 words are your declaration that you have heard the warning, that you are aware of the enemy, and that you will not loosen your grip. Do it now. Type level active. So how do you maintain this level? The final framework is called the stewardship algorithm. It has 3 rules. Rule number 1, the incubation period. When the blessing arrives, for the first 3 months you tell no one, not your mother, not your closest friend, only your spouse if you are married. Treat the blessing like a newborn baby. You do not take a newborn to a rock concert. You keep it home. You keep it warm. You protect its immune system. Give your miracle time to take root. Let the roots fall before you show the fruit. Silence is the container that holds the power. Rule number 2, vertical celebration, not horizontal. When you feel the urge to celebrate, shout at God, cry on your floor, journal it. Push that energy upward, not outward toward people who cannot handle your voltage. God is the one who gave it. He is the only one who deserves the credit. Rule number 3, reinvest the seed. The first fruit of level 777 is not for consumption. It is for planting. If God gives you extra money, the first portion goes back. If God gives you influence, use it to lift someone else. When you consume everything, you prove you have a consumer mindset. When you sow back, you prove you have a kingdom mindset, and God trusts investors. He multiplies what you sow but limits what you consume. Now zoom into your future. I want you to see yourself 5 years from now. You are not just blessed, you are established. You did not just get the money, you kept it. You broke the curse for your children and their children. You are the one they will talk about. They will say, "It started with him. It started with her. They were the ones who changed the bloodline." You have the diagnosis. You have the key of micro-obedience. You have the map of the 7 glitches. You have the stewardship algorithm. The strategy is complete, but understanding is not enough. We need power. In ancient times, a king would write a decree, but it did not become law until he took his ring and pressed it into hot wax. That seal made it unstoppable. You have written the decree of your new life today. Now we need to press the seal of heaven onto your spirit. I want you to do something before we go any further. Pause. Put a hand over your heart and ask yourself honestly, is there someone in my life I owe forgiveness? Not for them, for you. Because forgiveness is not a gift you give to the person who hurt you. It is the key that frees you from the prison they built for you. You may have been carrying that prison for years without knowing you were the one holding the key the entire time. Level 777 cannot be fully accessed from a posture of bitterness. The ancestral lag includes the weight of unresolved wounds passed from generation to generation. Someone in your family line decided it was safer to hold a grudge than to risk forgiving. And that decision created a pattern. But today, that pattern ends. If you are ready to release that weight, drop a comment right now and type forgiven. Not for them, for you. Type forgiven and declare that you are no longer carrying the weight of what someone else did. Do it now. Change your posture right now. If you are sitting, sit up straight. If you are standing, feel the floor beneath you. If you are driving, grip the wheel with authority. Place your right hand over your chest. Do not just hear these words, inhale them. Let them pass through your logic and fall directly into your spirit. Father, in the name that is above every name, I bring this chosen one before the courts of heaven right now. The waiting period is over. The trial season has passed. The days of confusion are finished. The days of asking why are done. I declare that the ancestral failure pattern is officially broken. I sever the connection to the father's failures and the mother's fears. I cut the cord of generational collapse. The cycle of almost making it but falling at the finish line ends today. It ends with you. I seal the spirit of the repairer inside you. You are the Gada. You are the restorer of the breach. I activate the key of micro-obedience in your nervous system. I command your flesh to submit to the spirit from this day forward. You will not react like a slave. You will respond like a king. When the pressure comes, you will find the pause. When the enemy bites, you will find the silence. I command the blood of protection over your storehouse. I rebuke the Hezekiah error from your heart. I silence the voice of pride. I silence the need for human validation. Your secrets are safe. Your treasure is locked. Your incubator is protected. I rebuke the 7 glitches of level 777. The financial trap will not seduce you. The zombie return will not distract you. The spirit of jealousy will not corrupt your harvest. The intellectual assault will not confuse you. The loneliness of transition will not break you. The premature victory will not expose you. The pride of disclosure will not rob you. I release the stewardship algorithm into your mind. You will know how to carry the weight of glory. You will not break the bag. You will reinvest the seed. You will build a legacy that your children and your children's children will know. You are authorized to prosper. You are authorized to be happy. You are authorized to be free. You are authorized to have peace. Imposter syndrome is hereby destroyed. Fear of success dissolves. The feeling that you are a fraud is a lie, and I send it back to the sender right now. You belong here. You earned this level. God prepared it for you before the foundations of the world. I declare that within the next 7 days, physical evidence of this shift will manifest in your reality. A phone call, a deposit, a restoration, a confirmation. It is already done in the spirit. Now watch it ignite in the physical. Receive it, breathe, receive it. Lord, seal this word. Do not let any bird snatch this seed. Do not let any enemy corrupt this file. I cover this chosen one from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. They are hidden in your care. They are filled with power. They are ready. It is done. The level is unlocked. The code has been rewritten. The legacy is secured. In the mighty name of the one who called you. Amen. If this ministry has strengthened your faith, consider becoming part of how it reaches further. We are believing God for the final $5,000 for this mission. And when you give through the link in the description or pinned comment, you are not just supporting a channel. You are fueling the Great Commission. There are people one message away from hope, one encounter away from surrender. Your generosity helps us reach them, into places we may never physically stand. Every gift becomes gospel carried further. This is not just support. This is participation. And what you sow into this harvest field, God will return to you pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Now listen, do not go to the noise. Do not open social media. Sit in this silence for a moment. Then drop a comment right now and type "My legacy is secured." Those 4 words are your final declaration. They are the seal over everything we activated today. Type them, post them, let heaven know, and let the enemy know. The chosen one received the message, accepted the key, and is not looking back. My legacy is secured. Now go and live like the king you were always called to be.